and pouring into that young man. Any other questions in the audience? Okay. So I'll return to the panel now. And I'm going to ask, I think this goes along with the question that you were asking. And I'll ask it of each of you, and then we'll wrap up with your final thoughts. Okay? How can young leaders stay rooted in their legacy while innovating and building for the future?
I'll start. I think what I've learned is to get away from, well, let me back up. When I was a student, I would often say, oh, I can't wait until I get my degree and then I can do X, Y, and Z. Once I get my degree, I'm gonna get a job. You know, once I get my degree, I'm gonna start a business. Once I get a degree, I'm gonna start to save to buy my first piece of property. I shouldn't have waited, you know. The degree really didn't have anything to do with me planning, preparing, and working on that plan, right? So the earlier I would have started, I believe I would have been further along. So if you're talking about creating and staying rooted in your legacy, it's kind of like work on it now and each and every day. Don't wait for little trivial accomplishments to give you the confidence to pursue that business, to buy that first piece of property, to start working on your career. Those are things that you can do now. They transcend that degree. Don't get me wrong, the degree will help, but you can start to work on that legacy right now. At 22, how old are you? 23? At 23, you know, don't wait until you're in your 30s. Start now.
I'd say the power of vision. I mean, vision is like, wow, to visualize not who you are, but who you can become is a powerful thing. And vision kind of sets the tone for what's possible for you. So I'm in the education business. How big is education worldwide? How big should my opportunities be worldwide? How important should my relationships based on vision should be? Very important. So vision kind of sets the tone for what's possible. And oftentimes you can create a vision board around all things that are relevant to what you can do. And that's legacy can be put into that. The good book says where there is no vision, the people perish. So if you're a leader and you don't have vision, boy, your organization's in bad shape. So vision kind of is the difference between somebody just doing the same thing over and over every single day, and then somebody being able to say, this is not who I am, this is who I can become.
Yeah, I see career leadership and legacy building kind of three different tiers. You know, when you burst out of that learning institution, you know, you're trying to build a career, you may have a family, you may be supporting a guardian, someone in your life other than yourself. And so you're trying to achieve status so that you can generate more what? Revenue, money, right? Wealth, bring it into the household, right? Leadership is something different. Leadership says, okay, I'm ready now to close my eyes, set strategy and vision, and lead everyone in this room or someone or two people somewhere, right? Other than myself. And then legacy, I comment on legacy. I think once you've been in leadership positions, multiple positions, and this is a statement I make a lot with my team, your depth and breadth of experience will dictate when you're ready to start to build a legacy. That means you've been to more than one place for more than 1 year, and you've done multiple things. And at the end of the day, you know, again, only God's going to judge you. only God is gonna judge your performance, right? And so I think legacy is something I don't really struggle with because you know what? At the end of the day, when I'm gone, somebody will judge you, right? And it's not gonna be yourself. So again, career, leadership, legacy.